Good morning, good morning, guys. Well, welcome back. This is gonna be another review. Yes, I'm doing my reviews in my night clothes, especially the first ones in the morning. Sorry, you're gonna have to excuse me. Yes, I'm about to take them balloons and stuff down. I know Valentine's Day is over with, but we don't like to take it down to that first week have passed. Just like my husband still got his stuff now. My stuff is off the table, but you can see his stuff is still listed on that table. His stuff is still on that damn table. So he'll leave that up there for a little bit until especially until I get ready to take everything down. But anyway, just wanted to do a review that Ralphie needs to listen to Brandon. Okay, because like Brandon said, you get the courts involved, you're gonna be a weekend daddy, which you are. But and I hear that it's better than what he's getting now. But the point is, let's be honest, everybody. Let's be honest in these comments. When did you ever see Ralphie even try to see his son this whole time? The time that he was messing with Sade, the time that he's been back and forth with Jocelyn, the time he's been messing with them stores. When have you seen him try to mess with his son? When did his son come into play at all? Okay, so let's be honest. Ralphie, like he said, yeah, he makes more money than Ashley, but the point is that you had more money to go visit him, but you chose not to. And just like Ashley Boyford said, you haven't been around. You haven't been around. So let's not act like you've been around because you have not been around. Maybe if you've been around and you've been a present father, you would have met him much sooner, but you have not been there. And let's not say Ashley didn't want him there or Ashley was stop. If nobody was stopping that man from getting on a plane to go see his son, no one except for Ralphie. And so Ralphie, you go right ahead and take Ashley court for visit. Listen to Mike that don't know shit, okay? And take him to court, take her to court, and it's going to be one thing that she's going to say that's going to shut every fucking thing down. You are engaged to a queen pin, and she does not feel safe with her son being around you. You are engaged to documented proof that Jocelyn is J Diva, and she done killed people. She done had people killed. She have intimidated people. She was a drug dealer queen pin. Okay? And that's going to shut your whole case down, especially once you marry her. Once you marry her, it's all over. It's all over. The court's never going to give you 50-50 custody of that boy. Never. He's never going to give you 50-50 custody of that boy. But you will see because, see, you're hard-headed. So you're going to listen to Mike who have no kind of court experience, and they're going to tell you, if anything, why don't you go talk to Kendrick? Okay, go talk to Kendrick. And Kendrick will tell you this. Jocelyn has a history of being involved in drugs. So if you want to see your son, you cannot make any permanent residency with Jocelyn. Okay, because the court would see that as an unsafe environment for him. So you go ahead, but that was that one. Then in the morning where Destiny goes off on Bethany about for calling Brooke outside her name, and she still kept saying it. That's why, Brooke, you need to call your mother. Your father's sitting there telling you one thing, but you need to tell your mother. Because she said, if she act like a hoe, I'm going to call her hoe. If she act like a hoe, I'm going to call. She kept saying it. So, Brooke, Destiny or Brooke, y'all need to call Shara. Y'all need to call Shara. Because Larry is a punk ass that sit there and he would rather see his wife peace and his peace not disturbed, but he would sacrifice his daughter peace instead. And I hope Brooke tells Jaden exactly what Bethany called her. I hope Brooke tells Jaden, and then Jaden tells Lynette, and Lynette tells Shara. Okay? And let Shara know that Larry asked Brooke not to say anything. Not to say anything to Shara. But I hope that Shara finds out about it. Because these writers, and I saw one person in the comments say, it looked like Country Wayne would sacrifice anything to get views and ratings, which would equal up to money for him. And he would. He have sacrificed our black culture. He have let these white people say whatever they want to say to us. He have allowed Libby to spit and sit in his face without no type of repercussion. He have allowed so much stuff to happen with these white people coming into Larry home, going off on Larry about his military record, and then that big ass big back Bertha come in and talk about something. Well, he don't want nobody. He don't want to see his princess abused. He don't want to see his little girl. You ain't been a little girl in years. You ain't been a little girl in years. You probably wasn't never a little girl when you came out of the womb, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I gotta cut this thing off. Because some reason my husband's just sitting there acting like he don't hear it. But that's what happens when you marry old people. No, my husband's not old, okay? But but yeah, he and Country Wayne have kept allowing this stuff, and it's just sickening. It is truly sickening. And as long as it brings views and money for him, that's all he care about. He don't care if he got to sacrifice his own kids like he did Tony. Tony looked so slow on that damn baby shower thing. He looked slower than shit. But again, he don't care about that as long as it's gonna bring him in some money. So go ahead and do what you gotta do, because you will sacrifice your own kids, and we have seen that on multiple occasions. Okay, well, and then there was another one. You know, I don't actually view Anthony shit. Anthony, Atlanta, and Belina. I don't view they shit. But I really was thinking. I said, well, what they did with Tasha, with Natasha, and Rolanda did with Malachi. I'm sorry. Amber needs to do that with Anthony. She needs to get him in that shower and get him baby oil that foot out, and then whoop the shit out that light skinned ass. Whoop the shit out of him, because that's the only way he's gonna learn. That's the only way he's gonna learn. He's either gonna learn or he's gonna walk away. But he needs to learn. You need to whoop the shit out of him. But Amber being the biggest dummy in Skitland, that ain't gonna never happen. That ain't gonna never happen. See, she ain't smart like Natasha and Rolanda, but that ain't gonna never happen with her being the biggest dummy in Skitland. So we're gonna see how all this plays out. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the Talk of the Table. Let's chat. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, and continue to leave your comments. I am Tasha, and we're gonna keep this rolling.